Hi, Father Ian Van Heusen here. So I'm preaching this weekend on some things I've learned from working with websites, social media, and all of that. What I've learned without a doubt when I work with marketing folks, now they don't encourage me to do this, but you pick up on it when you're paying attention to things, is that sex sells, anger sells, fear sells. All of those strong emotions really, when they're tapped into for political purposes, for commercial purposes, whatever it might be, it makes us more willing to join a cause or to get all fired up about things. It can be a powerful motivators for marketers to try to sell what they want to sell or promote what they want to promote. Now, I think we all, with a certain wisdom, we start to recognize that in the media. We start to see it, hopefully. I mean, sometimes we don't see that. But also, I think what we have to realize is that sometimes that can be done within the Catholic world. I know for me, it's always an examination of conscience because I've picked up on the fact that if I hit on certain topics, my views and my likes go way up. Maybe not the likes as much, but the interactions, the engagements, that people engage more with controversy. Over time, though, I'm sure that that has a bad effect. So what I've been committed myself to is to try to create positive content. Try to avoid controversy, not because I'm afraid or because I'm some kind of weakling. But what I've found is I want to bring out good things in people. I want people to connect with that positive relationship with the Lord, that sense of faith, hope, and love, of tenderness, of devotion. And a lot of times I see in the Catholic world, there can be a lot of fear. There can be a lot of anger. A lot of things that, on the surface may be seeming to address a real need, but ultimately in the long run, don't help us in our relationship with the Lord. And that's what our readings this weekend get at. So the first reading, this idea that God has a tender care for us, powerful antidote. God cares for us. He loves us. He wants us to be happy. And then in the gospel, the sense that our Lord talks to us about not being so afraid, not being so anxious. That's really important to keep in mind. He's not saying like repress our fear, repress our anxiety, and just try to like toughen up and push through it. Because really, with Jesus, it's always tied back to this question of happiness. At least that's how I read the Beatitudes, is this idea that when we suffer persecution, rejoice and be glad. And that's from the Beatitudes. When we're mourning, allow ourselves to mourn. Allow ourselves to feel those uncomfortable emotions. But ultimately, through Jesus Christ, to move to a greater fulfillment. To move in that blessedness which comes through Him. So don't be afraid. Don't be worried. Don't just push it away. But instead of maybe a little less time on social media, a little less time following the latest controversy, a little more time connecting with Jesus Christ. Amen.